I'm going to teach you how to properly attack late payments and remove them from your credit reports. Now notice what I just said. I said remove them from your credit reports, not delete. And that's very important, and I'm gonna explain that later on in the video because it's very crucial that you follow these exact steps, or if not, you can create a bigger problem for your credit reports. And the crazier part is one late payment can drop your credit score up to 120 points overnight. That car loan you're trying to get, gone. Mortgage denied. Dream credit card declined. In case this is your first time to the channel, I'm Mike the Credit Guy, and I have helped millions of Americans increase their credit scores. And today I'm going to be giving you the exact 3-step system to reverse late payments. No fairy tale UCC codes, and definitely no $1,000 credit gurus here. And I'm also going to give you the letters for 100% free, so you could do it yourself if you want to. But before we get into this video, make sure to comment late payment if a late payment ever caught you slipping. Let's see how many of us are in this together. Now I need to drop a quick truth bomb because I know you've seen it on social media where people are like, late payments are illegal. They're not supposed to report late payments. If late payments were illegal to report, they wouldn't exist on your credit profile. So let's go ahead and ignore that nonsense. That's 100% pure nonsense from people with low credit scores that are trying to scam people. And let's fight smart with 3 very simple steps. Step number 1, we need to dispute properly because wording matters. I cannot stress that enough to you. Step number 2, use the CEO forgiveness email. This is the back door that no one teaches. Now, first part, we want to talk about prevention first. Before we fix, we need to stop new fires. And that's pretty simple by setting auto payment from your bank account and not your debit card, because debit cards fail when they're replaced or compromised. And a bank link equals stability. Now, this is one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make all the time is they use their debit card as their main payment platform to make payments for their credit cards instead of their actual bank account. Their actual debit card is compromised, and then none of their payments go through, and they reach out to me, Mike, I got one simple late payment, destroyed my credit score because my card was compromised and I didn't actually set up all the payments again, and here we are. So focus on auto payment. It is super key and super easy to set up with your bank account. And another big thing that I always do is I keep a 1-month buffer in that specific checking account. Now make sure to drop it in the comments, bank, not debit, so I know it sticks with you. Now let's jump into step number 1 of the entire disputing process to dispute the right way. Now we want to go over to annualcreditreport.com and pull all 3 credit reports for free. Print out the entire trade line with the late marks. Now the trade line I'm referring to is the account that has the late payments. Highlight the exact months that you're disputing for each credit bureau. Now, the biggest mistake that people make when writing an actual dispute letter for late payments is they state, delete these late payments. If they delete, they can nuke the entire account and you lose years of good history. We want correction, not deletion. Now, let's put late payment letter up on the screen. Make sure to pause the video and screenshot this for everyone to get it. Now, we want to do the perfect structure, and this is going to create evidence for us. So in your first round letter, you want it to be handwritten or typed, signed with wet ink, and notarized for free at your bank. The header should read your full name, address, date of birth, last 4 of your social security number, and the date. We're going to keep it very simple and to the point. In the body, we're going to say, I reviewed my credit reports and noticed late payments that are not accurate. Please update these months to paid as agreed on time. I've listed the account and dates you're reporting inaccurately. Or you could just use the template I put up on the screen also. Also make sure to list the account name, the actual account number, and each late month. You're going to attach a picture of your driver's license, utility bill, or registration with address, the printed report page with late marks highlighted. Remember, we're going to print out a physical copy, make a copy of the copy, and then we're going to highlight it with a highlighter, and then you're going to send it certified mail with return receipt to each credit bureau. Now we're going to wait 35 to 45 days at max. Now, if they send you a stall tactic letter or they say it's verified, it's not game over. You go to the next round. Just that simple. A lot of people get the it's verified letter. They're like, oh my God, what do I do now? It's over. No. Remember, you are up against a machine. It's an automated system that's just trying to respond to you as fast as it can to get you out of its hair. Because understand something, the credit bureaus make billions of dollars every year off of your bad credit score because they can sell that information to third parties. That's how the credit bureaus make money. They're not making money from selling you credit reports and credit scores. Now let's put late payment round 2 up on the screen. Now remember, each round must use different wording each letter because there's something called Regulation F that if they are marked duplicates, it could be considered frivolous. Regulation F lets them mark those duplicates as frivolous. It basically goes unmerited. They don't have to count them. They could just ignore them. So we never want to say the same thing twice in any letter. Understand that. It's very important to understand because once you get marked frivolous, then they could just deem everything else you say frivolous, and we don't want that noise. Now in round 2, we're gonna keep it simple again. Last month, I requested an update to paid as agreed for the listed months. You have not corrected the inaccuracies. Here is my prior certified mail receipt and highlighted report. Please complete a reasonable investigation and update accordingly. You see how we didn't have to use any crazy jargon or mumbo jumbo UCC codes? It's not necessary. Now, just in case, we're gonna move forward to round 3. So let's put up late payment round 3 up on the screen for everyone to see. Now remember, pause the video and screenshot this so you could save them on your phone. Send this to all of your homies or anybody you know that's dealing with late payment so we can help them also. Now in round 3, we want to increase urgency and specifically reference prior letters, dates, certified numbers, and the exact months that it's still wrong. Now let's actually read the first actual paragraph. Okay, so this is in fact my 3rd time sending you a letter, and this is not funny anymore. This is a super serious matter and I need you to take me serious, please. Now notice how we're sounding like we're an actual human being, not a credit repair company, not a robot, not a machine. We want to sound as human as possible because again, we're up against a machine that's trying to figure out, is this a human or is this a credit repair company? Now we're moving on to round number 4. Let's put it up on the screen so everyone can see it. This is gonna be your highest level of urgency and real world consequence. It's very important to translate that in your letter. Now it's important to understand, never ever send a forgiveness letter first. You want to dispute it 4 to 6 rounds at maximum first, and then if that doesn't work, then we move forward to our forgiveness letter because you're admitting to the late. So let's read it, what's up on the screen right here. I have less than 90 days to fix an issue I found on my credit report, and if this is not fixed, me and my children will be homeless. You see what I'm saying? I made it sound like a real human situation. That's what you need to do when you write any of your dispute letters. I wanna give a special shout out to all my beasters out there that are working hard to fix their credit using Dispute Beast, the most advanced AI credit repair software ever created that comes with a 110% money back guarantee. But specifically to Brandon, Brandon's credit score went up 185 points after just 1 round with Dispute Beast. And Ashley's credit score went up 218 points after just 2 rounds with Dispute Beast. But let's not forget about Julio. Julio's credit score went up 266 points after just 1 round with Dispute Beast. Dispute Beast link is going to be pinned at the very top of the comments and in the video description for anyone that needs to fix their credit. Now, people have always asked me the question, should I delete the whole account or should I just have them updated? So it's very important to understand when to request deletion versus an update. So ask to update on time by default. But if you have a trade line with 10 to 20 plus late payments on it, then persuading them to flip all of them to on time is a fantasy. So understand that. That's not a good idea. You're just wasting time and energy. So in that case, you might want to consider requesting a full deletion of the trade line after you've tried corrections because the damage trend may outweigh the age and limits of the benefits of that account on your credit report. But understand something. You delete a full account and it's going to have a negative impact on your credit profile because if it has a lot of age on it, meaning it's been on there for 2, 3, 5, 7 years or 10 years, and then you delete the whole account, you're ripping away all of that positive payment history. This is why I always say this is a last resort for someone that just has a crazy amount of delinquencies on an account. Now you want to use a simple logic that scattered lates, you want to fight to update, and chronic lates, you want to consider deleting the entire account. And I'm gonna repeat this again. I never recommend deleting an entire account, but as a last ditch option, you might wanna consider that because remember, it has negative repercussions. Now moving on to step number 2, which is the CEO forgiveness email. We call it Goodwill 2.0 because when disputes don't move it, use the backdoor method. You can go to ceoemail.com. It's 100% free. Do not click on any of the ads. Don't come into the comments say, Mike, it's not free. It is free. You gotta actually look at it properly and don't click on the ads, because in order for this actual website to stay up and then they can provide it to you for free, they have to run ads on it. So there's ads everywhere. It's kind of crazy, but understand it's totally free. Now you're going to type in the search bar your lender, Capital One, Chase Bank, American Express, whoever it may be, and then find the CEO email for that actual bank. Now, when you're going to type up your template, you could do a couple of things here. You can use ChatGPT, which I highly recommend, and tell it to make you sound like a human, that you're going to write to the CEO of an actual credit card company. Write it like a human, short, humble, and specific. But let's put it up on the screen right here so everyone can see it, the late payment email template. So everyone can see this and have it, pause the video, screenshot it, and send this to all your homies that are trying to fix their credit with any late payments. Now, when you create your template, you're going to put in the subject line, request for goodwill adjustment, your name and the last 4 of your social. And we're gonna keep this very simple. Dear CEO/office, and then put their name, because you're going to get their name from ceoemail.com. Thanks for your time. I've been with the company for 20 plus years as a customer with an on-time payment history of 10 years, whatever you want to put. During that, we had a brief hardship, loss of medical debt, whatever may happen. I missed so-and-so months. I'm current and stable now. Would you please consider a goodwill update to those months to paid as agreed? I value this relationship and plan to keep it long term. Thank you for your help. Now, you only want to send this once. If no reply in 15 to 30 days, send a polite follow-up, 3 maximum attempts to send a letter to the CEO of this bank. Now, make sure to drop the word CEO in the comments if you'll try this, because bold moves change outcomes. Now, it's important to understand why this all matters, because payment history makes up 35% of your FICO credit score. Utilization is 30%. That's 65% right there. So one 30-day late is high impact. A 60, 90, and 120 is brutal compounding impact. And a charge-off is the final boss that is basically gonna destroy your credit score and your credit profile. Now, to answer the big question, how long does a late payment actually hurt you? For the first 12 months, that's the maximum pain, and lenders see you as a high risk, and you will get declined even more if you have any late payments in the most recent 12 months. Now, after 24 months, about half of the pain is gone, so you don't feel that sting anymore. And around 5 years is when most of the weight is completely muted and gone. I know, I said 5 years. That's how long it takes for the pain to go away from one late payment. If you have multiples, or you got one like this year in 2025, and then you got one in 2023, and then 2022, you're causing a lot of pain and suffering to your credit profile that hasn't been able to recover, because then you got a new one. Last part's the most important. Now, around 7 years, it just falls off your credit report completely. So the translation here is, if you're at year 6.5 on a single 30-day late, it may not be worth your energy to waste sending letters. Focus on building positives and just let it fall off naturally. Now, every time you mail, keep copies of your letters, certified receipts, and PDFs of report pages you highlighted. If a bureau claims we didn't get it or drops the ball, your paper trail wins. If you ever need escalation, CFPB complaints, or the attorney, your organized timeline is your leverage. You can always use your dispute letters to file a complaint with the CFPB. The CFPB is a complaint center, not a disputing center. So you want to go to them once you've actually disputed and you got no response or no great outcome. But we always want to have systems that prevent lates. We want to set it and protect it. A simple bank account autopay for at least a minimum on every card or loan account you have. And calendar stack. Use technology to your advantage. Statement closing dates and due date reminders plus backups in your phone are crucial. Utilization discipline is key. Keep each revolving line under 10% utilization, ideally below 6% for proper score maxing. Now, an emergency rule: if you truly can't pay in full, pay the minimum before the due date to avoid the late, then tackle interest after, because one late payment costs you more than a month of interest. Now let's do a quick recap in 20 seconds. Number 1, dispute the specific months and ask to update to on time, not delete unless it's chronic. Number 2, use the CEO forgiveness email, human, honest, and concise. And 3, know the timeline so you push when it counts. And number 4, lock in bank auto pay and reminders so this never happens again. And type the word fight back in the comments if you're taking action today. Now, if you have any collections, charge-offs, or late payments that you need to delete from your credit reports, make sure to watch this video right here because it's gonna show you how AI will do all the work for you, mail your letters, and it comes with the 110% money back guarantee. And if you felt that I brought you some value in this video, make sure that you don't forget and subscribe to increase your credit score.